Hey guys, oh hey, it's your girl Shifi Ali with my 2-month baby update. Yes, it has been 2 months. My son is 8 weeks. My son is growing. He's healthy, he's strong. We went to the doctor. We had a 6-week checkup. If you have not yet seen the 6-week update video, make sure that you go ahead and check it out. There you'll find everything you need to know. You'll see his weight, you'll see how he's acting at the doctor, you'll see him get his shots. Super dope. At the 6-week checkup, we did, however, find out that he does carry the sickle cell trait. And it was kind of like, for me, I was like, what is that? What does that mean? Like, what does the sickle cell trait mean? And what it simply means is if he gets together with a girl who also carries the sickle cell trait, their child will be born with sickle cell. So I'm going to, write it on his forehead when he gets a certain dating age that he has the sickle cell trait, so that, you know, that doesn't happen. And you know, if I offend anybody, that's not my intention, but I do want my son to know what's going on and to be aware of like what can happen as a result of it. In addition, he also still has the cradle cap. I don't know what that's about, but I don't want to scratch it out. His dad is getting to the point where he's starting to kind of pick away at it, but I notice every time I pick the cradle cap, his hair falls out. I don't want my son to be bald in that area, so I haven't been picking the cradle cap. But it does carry a smell, so like he doesn't have that fresh baby smell. He has like a dead cradle cap smell, and then it like falls off in his ears, and it gets in his nose. And so like the other day my husband's like, yeah, I have to clean his ears out, you haven't been doing a good job. I'm like, sir, that's cradle cap. Like, I clean my baby ears. So if you don't clean your baby ears, clean your baby ears. The thrush is still there. I don't know why he still has thrush, but he does. I'm giving him the medicine, but again, he nurses so frequently that it's kind of difficult to, you know, to keep it in his mouth. I've been putting the Lotrimin on my nipples, giving him in the medicine every four times a day. Still no results. I see it thinning a little on the tip of his tongue, but in the middle of his tongue, it's still completely white. So work with me on that, okay? Like, if you guys have a holistic approach, anything, any information that you can offer me, please drop comments below, because my baby has had thrush like almost his whole life, and I'm tired of looking at it. The doctor said that he is gassy because mostly of what it is that I'm eating. Noticed that he had also been having a couple green stools. That can be related to the fact that I eat spinach, and I eat a lot of green vegetables because that's where the fiber is. But in addition to him getting fiber, he's getting gas. So when that happens, they said just to check and see, you know, pay close attention to what's in my diet, close attention to what it is that I've eaten that day, and pay close attention to his gas, and kind of try to see if, you know, sometimes if I don't eat this, is he still as gassy as something, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to monitor that, and I will update you guys in the 3-month video and let you know what it is that I find from paying attention to what I eat and how gassy he is. He's almost in a size 2 diaper. I don't remember my kids growing out this soon. And so we have like we had to give away all these newborn diapers, and now he's starting to go through. He's going up his back, he's ruining his clothes, and I think that's because he is needing a size 2, like sooner than I'm ready to put him in a size 2. His stools were going from, he was going like doing maybe it's a 9 or 10 BMs a day. I know that newborns typically go like 18 times a day. He had, you know, past that 18 times a day. Now he does like between 4 and 6, you know, so we're making our way downtown. But needless to say, we're not burning through the size 1s as quickly as I want us to. So I think I'm going to end up taking those to the church as well and giving them away, because he's just like not using these diapers. He's just big. He's a big boy. He's 10 pounds. He was at the doctor appointment when he went 2 weeks ago. He was 6 pounds. He was 10 pounds 5 ounces, and the doctor said that, you know, this was the biggest baby that I had at this point. So he's getting the breast milk. He's doing well with the breast milk. But here's the clicker. So like when I pump, and I don't know if you got a chance to see my update video for his 1-month video, but what I did say is I pumped just to kind of see what I'm making. Keep in mind that the baby will always get more from sucking than you can pump. So I'm keeping that in the forefront of my mind. But what I notice is his eating is just random. The other week, my husband fed him. He ate 7.5 ounces. And I was like, whoa, I know I'm not producing 7.5 ounces. When I pump, I get between, 3 and 4 ounces, which I think is where he should be for his age. But sometimes he'll drink 4 ounces when he drinks milk. Sometimes, he'll drink 3 and my husband has to force the 4th one. Or sometimes he'll have 5 ounces, sometimes he'll have 7 ounces. So I don't really know where he is in terms of how much he's eating. But I know that when I nurse him, he's never satisfied. He's still cluster feeding. But when he drinks a bottle, he's just kind of all over the place. I've switched it up. I'm not giving him the bottle at the 3 o'clock hour anymore. I wake up in the morning and I pump half. I feed him right before I get up, so I feed him around 6. And then I pump at about 6:37, and I only pump half because your breasts are fullest in the morning. So when I pump, I'm pumping like 5 ounces, and I'm still having, 5 ounces in each breast, and I'm still having milk left over to give him. So after I pump, feed him before, pump, and then feed him after, he's good. But throughout the day when no one is home and I'm with him alone, he's nursing constantly. So I'm just trying to solidify his eating, you know what I mean, so that I'll know what it is I need to make or take away or whatever the case may be. He also is, good news, he's on the same sleep schedule as the children. So that bottle that I pump in the morning, I give him at night. And then I pump at night, if that makes sense. So I give him a bottle and then I pump. Just because I want to have milk around in case I decide to hang out or, what have you. And I noticed that when he has a bottle at night, he sleeps longer. So he goes to sleep with the big kids between 8 and 9. He sleeps until 2 o'clock in the morning. Thank you, God. And he'll, around 2, he starts to he's moving around. And I know he's about to wake up between 2 and 3:30. He wants to nurse again. He does so. And I probably, most of the time, and I shouldn't do this, but I leave him in the bed with me, and then, he's waking up in another 3 hours looking for milk. So I'm having more time with my husband at night to either watch a movie, edit a vlog, or go to sleep. But I'm happy to have, to have a baby that is going to sleep at that hour because the other kids did not. So thanks be to God. My breasts are no longer being engorged. I did suffer from, when he was going through a growth spurt, I wasn't getting enough milk. And then out of nowhere, I started getting milk and my breasts were engorged again like they are in the beginning of, your baby's life. But now they're no longer being engorged, but I do feel the letdown. So like what a letdown feels like, you can kind of feel tingling in your boobs. That's a sign that, the baby's about to wake up and want to feed. And if you are a pumping mama like I am, like going back and forth, make sure that you pump on the same cycle that your baby needs to eat so that you can still, your body still knows when to produce milk for the baby. I usually take a pacifier for my kids at 1 month. He doesn't like the pacifier, but he does like to suck. So every now and then, we kind of give it to him. He's still spitting it out, but I'm still giving it to him. I said that I was going to take the pacifier away from him at a month, but it's kind of weird because he doesn't like to suck. So he'll suck it like about 5 or 6 times, and sometimes if he's very tired, it'll make him go to sleep. So I still have not taken the pacifier away from him. Is there anything else? He's so chunky. He's so smiley, guys. This kid smiles all the time. When I look at him, he just lights up. And when I talk to him, he likes to be spoken to. He doesn't like when I talk loud. He doesn't like aggression. He is softening up to Saya. Like when she comes around now, he's like, trying to kiss her. It's adorable to see. The kids are still really, really good with him. Baby Sharif, since he's been home from school, he's been so active in his, helping him out, making sure he has the pacifier when he's crying, or he'll go and talk to him. It's great. It's wonderful. He's doing good. In terms of my 2-month update, I didn't really get to go into it in my 1 month update. I thought I was going to do a mommy video, but I think I'll just slide my updates in here. So my husband and I just recently, we've been trying to have sex. Like, we started about like last week sometime, and I'm not there yet. It's still quite painful. So I tried 3 times before. So I tried 4 times. The 3 times it hurt. Like, he couldn't even go all the way in. But on the 4th time, he did. He made it in, and I was like, don't move though. Like, you went in, you're in there now. Don't come out, because it's just still painful. Also, my pH is off. My doctor said that happens when you're nursing. In some women, it did not happen to me with my first 2 children. So I'm a lot more smelly than I'm used to being. Super weird. My underarms and my vagina, sometimes it smells like onions. And it's not just like on a whim. Like, I have to be outside in the sun, in the heat. But I'm not a smelly girl. Like, I don't have any body odor. So immediately when I started smelling myself, I'm like, this isn't right. And when I asked my doctor at my 6-week checkup, she did in fact say that some nursing moms, their pH changes and it remains that way until after they're finished nursing. In addition to the fact, which I did experience this with Saya, not with Sharif. When I was nursing my first child, I did not experience this. When I was nursing my second child, I did, where my vagina was not as lubricated when my husband and I were having sex. It was just like dry, and it's embarrassing because it's like, you know what I mean, you know, a little licky and you're still dry. You're like, you know what I mean? So I don't want him, so I'm not really that comfortable in my skin right now in terms of like making love, because I don't want him to think in his brain, what's going on here with the lubrication. I reminded him of it, and he did forget. I mean, he did tell me that he was thinking like, what's going on here? So, but the good thing is I don't have any junky stuff coming out of my vagina, so there's no, my discharge is like, it's like, you know, as well as my period still hasn't returned. I don't expect to see my period until the end of my breastfeeding life. Some things that I did differently this time. I would have the occasional glass of wine with my other 2 kids in between nursing, but with my son now, I had a couple of glasses, but what I'm noticing is because he's so hungry and alcohol is a drying agent, I've been staying away from wine lately. I really like red wine. I really do. So that's kind of like a struggle. I thought about, you know, if I do decide, it's not something I do every day, but if I do decide to have a glass of wine, I'll wait until that, you know, my last pumping session when he has the bottle, and when I pump, and only one. I just want one. I just like red wine. I like the way it tastes. I like the vibes, you know, that come with it. So when I first had the baby, I was limping. With the spot where the epidural was inserted was still hurting, but at this point I'm not feeling any of that. So I hope you enjoyed this update video, and it's really hard for me at this point to do the videos with the baby because he always wants to nurse when he's in my arms. So I hope that the shot that I showed you guys of him is suffice for this time, and when he's a little more mature, I think we're going to try to sit him, you know, on me through it, because I know when I watch update videos I want to see the baby, not just the mama. But as you can see in my last one, I was just completely distracted with you know, my baby he was upset and he was uncomfortable, and I don't like for my kids to be upset or uncomfortable. So that really didn't work out for me. I'm enjoying his little personality. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you like this video. Make sure that you talk to me, drop comments below, and please click subscribe. If you're not already subscribed to the channel and you don't have a Google account, make a Google account and subscribe to the channel so that you can get the notifications for when we're uploading. We were uploading Monday, Wednesday, Friday when we first had the baby, but now that our life is regulated, thank you Jesus, we're back to uploading videos Monday through Friday. So that's all week we'll be uploading videos. And on Saturday we have a podcast. It's called Eggplants and Tacos. We are recording it for a podcast, and we're also recording it for you know, a video. So we're gonna be talking about, it's not like Super Goal Sunday in a sense as it's so much focused on marriage relations as much as it's it'll be like man-woman issues. So that's what eggplants and tacos, that's what it kind of means. Like, it's not just married issues, it's like, you know, relational situations and things that women deal with, and things that, like, my husband has some things he wanted to talk about with men, and I got some things I need to say to you ladies. So that'll be where that information is stored. And remember, when something seems bad, turn it around and make something good. Peace.